Welcome back to Marvelous Videos. I'm Rylan. Originally introduced by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby in the Fantastic Four, Adam Warlock is one of the newest and strangest additions to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This artificially built humanoid individual holds energy-based powers and telepathic abilities along with superhuman strength. Warlock frequently fought and protected the universe along with the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Fantastic Four as allies. Previously known as him, Roy Thomas and Jim Starlin have improvised the character's personality and given this role some more color. But who exactly is Adam Warlock and where did he come from? So, without further ado, let's explore this powerful superhero's origin and how his versatile power brought him into the MCU spectrum. But before we get into our explanation, we have just a very small request. If you like our content, then please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is just a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thanks. Now, let's begin.
On the planet.
Adam Warlock backstory explored. Adam Warlock was created by a group of villainous scientists known as the Enclave with the purpose of dominating planet Earth. Adam was created from a cocoon through the Enclave's scientific work that was known as the Beehive. With the power to manipulate energy, incredible strength, and telepathic ability, this golden-skinned artificial superhero is simply unstoppable. His telepathy power has exposed him to the creator's vile intention, which made him demolish their laboratory and leave for space. The comic book of Fantastic Four, What Lurks Behind the Beehive, explains the backstory of Adam Warlock's origin. For those who don't know the members of the evil Enclave, well, let's take a peek. A nuclear physicist named Warlock, medical expert Dr. Hamilton, electronic expert Mr. Zota, and Professor Shinsky, who is a dean of biology and genetic research, have all contributed their expertise to create the perfect being who holds power to conquer the Earth and serve their creators. They succeeded in their experiment and made the being do as they intended it to do. However, previously referred to as simply him, he escaped his life tank. His immense power radiated as blinding light, which made it impossible for his creators to see him. The Enclave then kidnaps Alicia Masters, who is a blind sculptor with the ability to create a lifelike representation of real people. As the Enclave could not see the being, they wanted her to create a sculpture. In the meantime, Ben Grimm, also known as the Thing, and the rest of the Fantastic Four try to find the missing Alicia. Enclave was strongly hated by him after seeing Alicia's innocence. He allowed her to come to his presence. Alicia finds him in a cocoon, and shortly after, he emerges from it. The origin story continues in the comics Fantastic Four. At least you will learn what lives within the cocoon. In the meantime, the Fantastic Four created a duplicate of Dr. Hamilton's transport device and took Alicia to the Beehive in it. After they reach the lab, they are immediately attacked by the guards. As the being was inside his cocoon, his powers were compromised. The result of this makes it easy for Dr. Hamilton to be released from the imprisoning vines. After several attacks and fights, the Fantastic Four discover Alicia and the being in the sealed Lock 4. Hamilton lets Alicia know about his intent and tries to wreck the existence of him, but to his bad luck, he emerges from the cocoon and kills the wicked Hamilton. It's interesting to know the different personas of Adam Warlock. His dark personality is Magus, who was later created during the time of evil manipulation. What makes Adam Warlock so deadly? Adam Warlock was created with a unique biological intent to be the perfect man. You can only imagine his strength and vast powers. These powers were generated from his cocoon after his birth and can only get stronger with the passing of time. Adam shares a deep bond with one of the Infinity Stones. Bet you can't guess which one. He shares a symbiotic bond with the Soul Stone, due to being the most powerful among any of its other hosts. The Soul Stone also gives him the ability to sense its location at all times, and Adam holds unimaginable control of it. The synergic bond is the reason for Adam's strong immunity. The Soul Stone was given to him to turn evil into good and aid him during his duties. He hid it from Thanos, the Mad Titan, as soon as he discovered that it was only one of 6. Adam Warlock was originally destined to maintain the cosmic balance between life and death and oppose the Avatar of Death, Thanos. He gained himself as Earth 616 Avatar of Life after he re-entered the timeline, where Magus's madness was also involved. We are still unsure of his capability with Magus's involvement, along with the power of the Soul Stone. So now let's explore the powers of this superhero and the boundless capabilities that made him the strongest. Warlock's genetic structure was artificially created, which has given him denser bone and muscle tissue than a regular human being. Just like the Mad Titan himself, Adam's energy consumption ability allows him to sustain himself without food or water. He holds superhuman strength and even enhances it to a greater extent. He is known to do well in standoffs with Thor, Wonder Man, Ulik, and even a Thanos clone, with exact physical traits of the the original. His superhuman stamina and speed allows him to experience less fatigue during running and speeding movements. He has been able to move at a speed that even Drax has failed to track. Due to less generation of fatigue toxins in his body, he is able to coordinate his energy better, thus enhancing his physical strength and his stamina for all superhero activities. Warlock's body tissues are built more resistant than humans, making him capable of sustaining damage, falling from great heights, and exposure to extreme heat and pressure. His superhuman agility and other bodily coordinations have been configured in a way that extend beyond the natural limit of any normal human being. With reflexes as sharp as a cat, Warlock has the superhuman ability to react to any sudden stimulus. Due to this, he is able to dodge heat-seeking missiles, bullets, or even lightning bolts. Adam can fly on Earth, but also in Earth-like atmospheres. He has gained some superior senses that allow him to be aware of any irregularities on the cosmic scale. Adam can detect if someone is being teleported, or if any other anomalies are taking place. Telepathy is one of the most powerful abilities that he possesses, as we witnessed in the battle with the Moondragon. He also is capable of seeing through time. So, what else, you might ask? Well, how could we miss Adam's ability of energy manipulation? He is a strong energy manipulator, with the help of the Soul Stone. Without it, he is able to short-circuit, much like Silver Surfer or Kassar, who are also energy manipulators. Due to the Soul Stone, he has achieved a magic empathic ability to sense souls. This allowed him to sense the presence of billions of souls that were killed during the Annihilation Wave. Along with all these powers, Adam's ability to create energy shields, generate thermal energy, and use cosmic power to heal are all astonishing. Adam Warlock's major story arcs. After the Counter-Earth arc, where Adam fought with the Man-Beast, who is a genetically modified wolf created by the High Evolutionary and was solely defeated and left to die, Adam encloses himself in his evolutionary cocoon once again and lands on a desolate planet. After figuring out his surroundings, he concluded that he had failed what was asked of him by the High Evolutionary, but another mission awaited him, defeating his calamitous counterpart, the Magus. Along the way, Adam manages to befriend Gamora, the adopted daughter of Thanos, and Pip, the Troll, and attack the Universal Church of Truth, which is the religious dominion of the Magus. The Magus has the ability to manipulate minds, and makes Adam think that he himself is the Magus, but Thanos helps him retain his former self-consciousness. Adam manages to travel to the future before he's taken away by the In-Betweener and transformed into Magus, thus killing himself. But since he doesn't have a soul, being an artificial being and all, his body is basically immortal. Magus and his church cease to exist, and while traveling through space, Adam realizes that a being called Star Thief is behind all of this, and begins his pursuit in search of him. In Thanos and Death, Thanos was an ally to Adam in the Magus arc, and re-entered his life once again as an ally, but with a hidden intention of stealing the Soul Stone's power from Adam, which was given to him by the High Evolutionary. Thanos had a plan to combine all of the Soul Stones to create an ultimate cosmic weapon that has the power to destroy stars into smithereens, as a gift to Mistress Death, who gave a second life to him. Upon learning her father's intentions with her friend, Gamora is deeply disappointed and hurt, and leaves to warn Warlock about his impending fate. But she is soon attacked by Drax the Destroyer, a nemesis of Thanos. Pip the Troll finds himself at the door of Thanos, assuming that he's still an ally, but is instead captured, rendered mindless. However, Gamora manages to warn Warlock about Thanos, and he sets out for Earth in search of heroes that could help him, such as Captain Marvel, Moondragon, Thor, Iron Man, and many others. The Avengers, Moondragon, and Adam Warlock enter Sanctuary 1, Thanos' vessel, and engage in battle after discovering Pip's body on the ship. Captain Marvel is ultimately able to annihilate the weapons launcher, but Adam gets killed by Thanos. When Lord Chaos sends a telepathic message to Spider-Man and Ben Grimm, and they arrive, Spider-Man makes contact with the Soul Stone, which liberates the spirit of Adam, who turns Thanos into stone for returning to the Soul Stone. After Thanos was resurrected by Mistress Death, he decided that it was his duty to destroy all of the stars and collect the Infinity Stones to make a cosmic weapon that has the destructive force to obliterate cosmic bodies. When he finally collected them all, he merged them into the Infinity Gauntlet, which gave him much more power than the cosmic cube provided him with. But when Thanos comes back to life, Adam felt the need to return his physical body, along with Gamora and Pip, back to Earth. Meanwhile, Thanos battles with the mightiest warriors of the cosmos, such as Galactus and the Living Tribunal, in order to pay respect to Death, for he is the worshipper of eternal sleep. Adam gathers and leads a group of earthly superheroes who almost defeat Thanos, but the gauntlet changes its owner at the last last moment and goes to Nebula, claims to be Thanos' granddaughter. After undoing half of the universe's death, she loses it to Adam, who attains godhood for a short while. Living Tribunal, who serves as a constant in universal balance, decides that Adam is not fit to be a god, as he is born of artificial means. So, he divides the stones between Pip, Gamora, Drax, Moondragon, and Thanos, and purges himself of all thoughts of evil and good to become a being whose mind was solely rational. The evil part manifested into Magus and the good into Goddess. The catalyst for Infinity War was the resurrection of Thanos and his forging of the Infinity Gauntlet together. But even before that, Magus had already collected 5 cosmic cubes to create a new universe where everything was how he wanted it to be nefarious. The Infinity Watch managed to stop him along with Thanos, but Adam had already tasted godhood before, and he knew Magus would never unlock the potential of the gauntlet, for the Reality Stone was a fake, and with the help of Eternity, Magus was defeated and absorbed into the Soul Stone. The battle with Magus took a heavy psychological toll on Adam, and he entered a catatonic state while recuperating on the Monster Island with Gamora. Adam Warlock also played a minor role in the Annihilation event, as he was the leader of a group of cosmic beings who were called together to confront the Annihilation wave. They were unsuccessful and were scattered throughout the universe. After the Annihilation, Adam Warlock and his team of cosmic beings set out to find a way to defeat the Annihilation wave and restore balance to the universe. During this time, Warlock used his Soul Stone to explore the depths of the universe and finally found a way to stop the Annihilation wave and restore balance to the universe. Adam battled with Ultron, and with the assistance of Kassar and Wraith, he freed the Kingdom of Kree. Adam Warlock's presence in the Guardians of the Galaxy is simply thrilling. The Guardians must team up with Adam Warlock to prevent the universe from being destroyed by the evil entity known as the Cancerverse. In the Thanos Imperative, Adam Warlock plays a major role in helping the heroes of the Marvel Universe battle an invading force known as the Cancerverse. He is a powerful cosmic being that is able to sense the presence of the forces of evil and takes action to stop them from entering our universe. He also helps the heroes locate and destroy the Infinity Gauntlet, a powerful weapon that Thanos used to open a doorway to the Cancerverse. Adam Warlock is then able to close the doorway and prevent the Cancerverse from entering our universe. He also helps the heroes, such as Nova and Star-Lord, in their battles against Thanos and his forces. Adam Warlock was another major player in the War of Kings. He joins forces with the Guardians of the Galaxy to battle the ancient forces of the Shi'ar Empire. Adam was summoned by the Inhumans to help them in their fight for survival against the Shi'ar Empire. He initially sided with the Inhumans, but he eventually realized that the war was not in the best interest of either side. He then created a quantum tunnel to the Shi'ar homeworld of Chandalar and used his cosmic powers to force a ceasefire between the two sides. He also managed to convince the Inhumans to accept a peace treaty, thus ending the war. Adam Warlock also played a key role in the aftermath of the War of Kings, helping to rebuild both the Inhuman and the Shi'ar empires. Marvelous appearances of Adam Warlock in other media. Marvel Comics has featured Adam Warlock in several of its publications, most notably as a major character in its cosmic-themed storylines, such as the Infinity Gauntlet, Annihilation, and Infinity Wars. Adam Warlock first appeared in the Marvel Comics in Fantastic Four number 66 in 1967. He was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, and has since appeared in several Marvel comic titles, most notably the Infinity Gauntlet, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Annihilation Conquest. The superhero has been a major figure in the Marvel Universe, and his popularity has only grown over the years. He is a powerful hero and a powerful ally, and his appearance has evolved over a long time. Created as the epitome of human abilities, his physical features are nothing to scoff at. With golden hair and skin, blue and hazel eyes, and body proportions equivalent to a Greek sculpture, Adam has been desired by many in the comics, such as Count Abyss's consort, Maya, but unfortunately, that love could never bear fruition since she was wed to Darklord. Adam Warlock made his cinematic debut in the 2018 Marvel Studios film Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Let's take a peek at his cinematic appearance, shall we? In Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Adam Warlock was teased in a post-credit scene featuring Aisha. Warlock appears in the post-credit scenes as a cocoon, hovering in a golden pool of liquid in a space station. Aisha claims that she is creating a perfect sovereign in order to destroy the Guardians of the Galaxy, and that she will name him Adam. Adam Warlock was also briefly seen in a vision experienced by Doctor Strange. In the film, film Avengers Infinity War. He was seen to be briefly referenced by Doctor Strange when he mentions that he is hoping to recruit Adam in their fight against Thanos. Along with this, Adam is mentioned by Thanos in the film when he is discussing the Infinity Gauntlet. Adam Warlock is set to appear in the upcoming film Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 as a nemesis. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy Season 2, which was released in 2017, features Adam Warlock in an interesting way. His sarcophagus was stolen from Thanos' asteroid base by the Guardians of the Galaxy while they were fighting against Mantis and the Universal Believers. The cocoon hatches into Warlock as a baby, who quickly ages and grows into an adult, who is then helped by the Guardians to find his right path in life and follow his destiny. Along the way, he turns into Magus due to a series of events and absorbs Jason into the Soul Stone and attacks the Guardians' homeworlds. After a lot of effort, they free Jason from the crystal and turn Magus back into Adam, cocooning him for his re-emergence with the help of Groot's powers. Additionally, in 1998, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby greenlit a short animated series of 13 episodes about the Fantastic Four and their encounters with the Silver Surfer and Galactus. In this, Warlock was created as a savior by an unknown race as a measure against the attacks of the Kree, but Adam revolted against his creators after his victory over the Kree, and they put him in a time loop where he was winning against his enemies day in and day out. When Silver Surfer saves him from this time anomaly, Adam finds his planet destroyed and gets captured by Supreme Intelligence, from whom Silver Surfer once again rescues him. After learning the truth that the people of his homeworld waged war against each other after Kree's defeat and destroyed each other, he chose to ignore the reality and put himself in a time loop of his victory again, but this time by his own will. Lastly, the character has also appeared in numerous video games, most notably Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and Marvel Avengers Alliance. What are your thoughts on Adam Warlock, and are you excited to see him in the new movies? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed our content, then please leave us a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, I'm Rylan. Have a good one and be safe.